Hey everybody, I'm Sasha, and today I'm going to review Sleepy Hollow. Now, Sleepy Hollow, based off the story by Washington Irving. See, I got this book here too. Got this from Second and Charles. This DVD is also from Second and Charles. This book I got from Goodwill, I want to say, or Valley Rescue Mission. Very long time ago. It's a ghost stories book. Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving is the last story in the book. But overall, Sleepy Hollow, what this is about. So, Ichabod Crane, he's a forensic scientist, technically. Yeah, well, an investigator, yeah, an eccentric investigator, as it says here on the back. He's an investigator in New York City where he is told, where apparently his services are not really needed there because people, they say, like, oh, here's a dead body in the water, so the person drowned. No, it's probably person was probably dead before he hit the water. He's trying to explain it, but they don't want to hear it. But then they tell him to go to Sleepy Hollow, which, by the way, Sleepy Hollow is a real place in New York, which I think is pretty cool. And yeah, he goes there because there apparently have been killings going on there, and they technically don't really know what it is. Well, the people know what it is. They say it's the Headless Horseman, the ghost of the Headless Horseman, but he doesn't really believe in ghosts much. But they say it's the Headless Horseman because each person who was killed, they were found without their heads. They were decapitated. Yeah. So that's pretty much that. And he's trying to find out a little bit more about these murders, and it's a possibility he's going to come face to face. Well, almost face to face, because he has no head, with the Headless Horseman. Because it's a Headless Horseman. If he has no head, he has no face. Yeah, in this movie, heads will roll. As it even says when you put the DVD in it, the DVD menu says heads will roll. So yeah, Sleepy Hollow. What did I like about this movie? I like that it's a Tim Burton movie. It's your typical kind of Tim Burton film. Like, it's dark and it's also kind of comedic in a way. Like, for instance, there's a part where he's gonna check out a dead body. Like, he's gonna find out stuff about it, and then when he comes out face, hair, his clothes. It's all covered in blood. Like, what the hell did he do in there? What did he do? And they're looking at him like, what in God's name did you do? It is kind of funny. I really like the cast. Like, we got Tim Burton's the director. What the hell am I saying? Johnny Depp, Christina Ricci. Yeah, I think it's how you say her name because two C's, I'm guessing. Okay, yeah, we got. I don't really know a lot of these people. Christopher Walken is in it. He plays the Headless Horseman. There he is. With his head, that is. And I love the way that it's filmed, and I love the music. Danny Elfman did a really good job with this. So, good job, Danny Elfman. Yeah. Also, one of the producers of this movie is Scott Rudin. Scott Rudin, who also was a producer, I think, of mid 90s. He was also a producer of South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, and Team America World Police. So, yeah, that's kind of new to me. Yeah, this. Was there anything else? Oh, I like that they took the story of the Legend of Sleepy Hollow and actually they changed it. I think I like this version of the story a little bit more than this. I mean, as much as this is the classic story, you can never go wrong with it. I absolutely loved it. But I think I like the story of this one a little bit better. You know, it's a little bit more to the story. And I love that because tell the truth, the original story by Washington Irving, it's actually not. It's there is no headless horseman cutting off people's heads and leaving them at the scene. No, but there is a headless horseman, yes. But I kind of like the movie's story a little bit better. But I like the classic book. You can never go wrong with it. ever. And honestly, I thought the classic story would be a little bit like this movie. But it's really not, but that's okay. And I like that they kind of added a little more to the story. Like, it's really good. Like, who is the Headless Horseman? How did he lose his head? And, and a story like the Headless Horseman is cutting off people's heads. And the question is, why is he doing it? And they're trying to figure out why is he doing it. So it's like a mystery kind of film. And I really like that. That's really good. And this movie, I think, is a winner of one Oscar, maybe more, I don't know. But the Oscar, I don't think it was for Best Film. I don't know. I could be wrong. But hey, if it didn't get an Oscar for Best Film, it really should have, because this was an amazing movie. This movie did get some really good reviews. It got Sleepy Hollow is a marvel, bold, exciting, and full of visions. That's from Jeff Giles, or Gillies, I don't know, from Newsweek. An ultimate Tim Burton movie. Yeah, Kenneth Turan, Los Angeles Times. An American classic, Joel Siegel, Good Morning America. Yeah. So yeah, very, very good movie here. This movie came out in 1999. It's a really good movie. Probably not the best horror movie to show to your kids. I mean, if your kids love horror movies, you can show them this, I guess, but that's your opinion. You think. I don't know. Because I know there are kids who love horror movies. Sleepy Hollow, I don't know. Maybe you can. Like, if you don't trust your kids with this movie, you can read them the original story. You can do that. Now, Sleepy Hollow, anyway, you show it to your kids if you want, but I don't know. I'd probably watch it first before you do so. This movie is rated R for graphic horror, violence, and gore, and for a scene of sexuality. Yeah, it's just one scene, technically. I should say, yeah. In Canada, it's rated 14A. Yeah, not 18A like Sweeney Todd was 18A rated. Special features, widescreen version, Dolby Digital, okay, English subtitles, interactive menus, scene selection, yeah, that typical stuff, as well as 2 theatrical trailers, an exclusive cast and crew interviews, there we go, exclusive Behind the Legend featurette, commentary with director Tim Burton, selected cast biographies, photo gallery. Okay, yeah, pretty good special features there. So, yeah. Now, Sleepy Hollow was a very good movie, very entertaining. It was pretty creepy and scary in moments and kind of funny at some scenes. And I love that it's a dark Tim Burton movie, and I absolutely love that. So I'm going to rate this movie 4.5 stars out of 5. Do I rate it 4.5 or do I rate it 5? I'm going to rate this movie 5 stars, actually. I'm going to give this movie 5 stars out of 5. Now, the original story by Washington Irving, as well as it's in this Ghost Stories book, I'm going to rate it 4.5 stars out of 5. It's a classic. It's the original story. You can never go wrong with it. But I have to say, the movie was a little better. This movie story was a little better. But, yeah. That's my review on Sleepy Hollow. If you haven't seen this movie, please check it out. It's a good movie. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. And read the original story while you're at it by Washington Irving. Like and subscribe.